This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 14 of the Stable Scoop Radio Show, Equestrian Collections English Gift Guide and Giveaway. All the products we discuss in today's show and the sign-up form for the giveaway can be found at stablescoop.com.
Welcome to the Stable Scoop, with weekly shows delivered right to you. With Helena and Glenn the Geek, live from the stable, it's every week. They bring you the news through hail or high water, while using their tails as their own fly swatters. So sit on down and laugh till you poop, cause it's time again for the Stable Scoop. Stable Scoop. The Stable Scoop. Stable Scoop.
I am Glenn the Geek.
And I am Helena B., and this is a special episode of the Stable Scoop Radio Show on the Horse Radio Network.
Helena, wait 1 minute. Listen for it. There, that was to put you in the mood. Now, isn't that nice?
Oh, it's definitely the holidays.
Yeah, and we're here. It's the holidays are here, and thank God, with everything that's been going on in the world, I'm just glad the holidays are here this year. And we are so excited because this is our first annual gift guide episode for English gifts, and we have Chris Duggan, who is president of Equestrian Collections, coming on with us in just a minute to go over the top English gifts for this year. So it's going to be a fun time. I have my eggnog. Do you have your hot chocolate?
I have a hot toddy.
It
is
so
Stable Scoop
ready.
After all.
Yeah.
Come on.
We won't tell anybody that we're recording at 9 o'clock in the morning and drinking already.
Oh, is it 9? Oh, well.
So then the other thing is that's really cool is we have 2 shows coming out this week. We have this show plus episode 15 where we have Rod's Western Palace, where we're doing the same kind of show only with Western gifts. The Western picks of the year, and Rod's is one of the largest Western stores in the country, so we're excited about that. If you get a chance, listen to the Rod show as well. Plus, this is the most exciting thing yet, and we'll be talking about which ones throughout the show here, but Rod's and Equestrian Collections have generously donated a bunch of the stuff we're going to talk about today as a giveaway that we're going to give away right before Christmas in December. So you'll be able to sign up. It's free. No obligation. You just sign up, and you have the opportunity to win some of the many stuff that we talk about here today.
And there's some good stuff.
Yeah, there's
really
some neat stuff. So I'm excited about that. So you'll be able to win. And I have some things here today that I'm going to throw in, too, that I'm going to add to Chris's pile that you can win as well. So the only other thing before we get started on Christmas is don't forget to check out the 2010 radio show at 2010radioshow.com. This week's episode was all about the driving discipline, and we had the manager of the driving discipline on that's running the 2010 games for driving, and she talks about the preparations and what's going on and what it takes for the drivers to qualify. So that was an interesting episode, so don't forget to check that out as well. All right, should we introduce Chris? I've got her on here.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, so this is Chris Duggan. She is president and founder of Equestrian Collections, and that's one of the leading English tack stores online today. And the reason I contacted Chris about this was I love her website. I think it's one of the most user-friendly websites. She's done a great job with it. And you have my compliments, Chris, and that's coming from 2 web designers here.
Absolutely.
So hi, Chris.
Well, hi. Thank you for asking me to drop into Stable Scoop. I'm really excited and ready to go with my big pile of Christmas gifts here.
So you have lots of goodies for us. Well, first, tell us a little bit about Equestrian Collections and how long has it been around and what's the story behind it?
Well, I guess to kind of go back a couple of stages, I started out as a pony mom and then a horse show mom, and then graduated into the retail business, managing a store, and we actually joined the internet when it kind of first came into existence with 1824, which was for plus-size riders. We brought them the first clothing and boots for plus sizes.
You actually started that website about the same time my wife and I did. We had the horse stuff company, and I remember people that would call us that we didn't carry the plus. We'd send them to you all the time.
Oh yeah, well thank you. I appreciate it.
You have something of a reputation with that that brand, that line.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still do it. It's still on Equestrian Collections. And then, the internet advanced, and, I think the average shopper decided that they wanted to see everything that there was, and they could see it in other industries. So we thought, well, why not bring all this amazing, fabulous stuff that the vendors make for us in this industry that no one really ever saw before. You'd always see a little bit of it in a catalog, or walk into a tack store and see a little bit of Ovation or a little bit of JPC or a little bit of Ariat. And we thought, well, why not bring it all? Why not have it all and let our shoppers decide what they want? So that was kind of the ambitious start that we had 4 years ago. And this is where we are now, really, with every single major brand bar a few, I think, at this point, literally on one hand. The brands we don't think we have yet. But other than that, they're all there, and every single piece of product that they have so that our shoppers can come on and they can choose. So that's what we do. So it's like Christmas every day, I have to say. When stuff comes in, all my staff descend on it, and we work through boxes and boxes and stuff, and it literally is Christmas every day.
That must be a tack shop thing, because my employees used to do the same thing.
Oh yes.
When there were
it's a retail thing. I mean, it's opening boxes of new clothes and shoes and accessories, and
they keep coming in with, have you seen this? Have you seen that? And I do the same thing. I wander down there at the aisles with all the racks of stuff going out that day, and I'm the same. I pick it up and go, oh my goodness, look at this, look at that.
And you're the one that bought it. I mean,
I bought it. I can't keep it though, because it's usually for somebody else. But, I live vicariously through it.
Your employees probably fight over who gets to go to the vendor shows too, to see all the new stuff. Yeah.
Yep. They do. Yeah. And if they can't go, then we bring all the major manufacturers come in actually and show us their stuff and train our staff. They're all horse lovers. They're all horse owners and horse riders. So, it's their passion. It's my passion. So it's a joyous place to be and a lovely place to work, I have to say.
And I want to go ahead.
Sorry, you said you started out as a pony mom. Are your children grown up now, or?
They are. Yes. And, I wish that the things that we have now for young kids, I wish we had when mine were really young. They didn't have all of these neat coordinated outfits and, just a lot of fun things that just weren't on the market, weren't available. It was a little bit more boring, the beige jods and, white shirts and brown boots, and that's not all you had.
Yep, exactly.
Not the case anymore. So.
And still involved in horses, or did they leave you?
Oh, they did right up until they went to college, yes. We have 6 between us, our family, and 5 of them ride. So, and then they still keep it up somewhat. So.
No wonder you're in the tack business.
Yeah, I think yes. And I still love it for that reason. I think because I've had the kids, I'm always, that's my soft spot is bringing in really nice, cute things for younger kids, the pony kids. That's the fun part, I think, especially at Christmas time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, let's get started. People are dying to know what you're recommending as the gifts of the year. Now, I wanted to mention to everybody on your website and also on our website, which is at stablescoop.com. For the show notes for this show, we will actually have a list and links to all the products that we discussed today. We'll have pictures and links. And on your website, I think you're also are you linking from your homepage?
Yes, we will have a link, and we'll also have a link to the actual broadcast. as well, and we'll be showing all the different products that we're showing that I'm going to talk about today.
So it'll be easy for people to go to the website and find them. Or if they're listening now on the front of their computer, go ahead and go to equestriancollections.com and just follow along.
Right.
All right. What do you have for us now? I think you said you wanted to start with kids. Speaking of kids.
Yes, and I guess back to that whole coordinated outfit kind of thing. The first thing that we have is Ovation is a fairly new company. It's about 4 years old or so, and what they do a brilliant job of is bringing complete outfits into the market. So you can start with your basic breech, which is in bright blue, and it's graffiti hearts on it, or you can do a pink camo, or you can do bubbles and hearts, whatever. There's tons of wonderful designs, as I say.
Helena,
I have to.
Chris, I have to tell you, Helena has a 6-year-old, and I think this show is going to cost her for Christmas.
I am drooling. I am drooling.
Are they wonderful?
Oh, they're
this is her kind of stuff too, Helena.
Oh yeah, it's so girly and fun with the swirls and the hearts and the bubbles and the pink and the.
I know it is. It's super girly, but that's okay. And the nice thing is, you maybe mom would buy the breeches, but then they can go and shop the whole outfit there right in front of them. So, an aunt could buy the belt that goes with it. And,
it's not only just clothing. They have saddle pads and everything that match it.
Yes, yeah. You can go from top to bottom. So saddle pads and half chaps and little shirts and even socks. So you dress your pony, dress yourself, all in the same really cute design. So it's kind of one gift, but it can lead to lots of little gifts as well.
And it looks like they do have
can go in as well. It's just a neat way of shopping, I think.
Well, it looks like they do have a bunch of colors too. They have like pink and white and blue and purple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can choose your design and choose your colors, and then just follow on through, and it all coordinates just wonderfully. You don't have to wonder, are these socks going to match? Is that belt going to match? Or I can't find a belt to go with it. Everything's right there for you. So it's great. And we see literally hundreds of these. We kind of smile because we see the orders coming through. And you can see which little girls like purple and which kids like blue, which ones like pink. And there's masses of pink and purple go through at Christmas time. It's really neat. So those I would say are our number one gifts for the kids, and they're useful too. And I think in this time when people are a little squeezed, a little bit anxious with the economy, I think buying something that the kids can really use and have fun with and get pleasure year round is something that I think is going to be really popular this year, rather than something that isn't really useful.
They're great for passing around too, because they have such a unique look and style, and I think Ovation is a pretty good quality brand. They're not going to fall apart. So it's nice even to pass down from one sibling to another, or even friends among the barn mates.
Yeah, you can do that and buy pieces at a time as well. Maybe add a couple of pieces for a birthday, something like that. And it just seems to work really well. And as I say, when my kids were smaller, you would struggle to try and pull an outfit together, and you never quite knew what was going to arrive. Was it going to be the right color or not? And these are all guaranteed to match, so you don't even have to give it a second thought. So
well, I have to say too, these are easy on the budget. I'm looking here; the breeches are like $35, and the chaps are $35, and the T-shirts are $19. It's all socks are $5, and so it's all very affordable.
Yes, yeah, which I think is important. Again, this year in particular, everyone's kind of looking for quality, but they want a reasonably low price, something that they know is going to last, something that's useful, but also to cheer everybody up, something that's fun. And these are definitely fun. So,
all right. So that's the Ovation graffiti outfits.
Rich is actually the basic, the base piece of that, and then you can just keep on adding.
Good. So look, if they went to your website, if they can't find our links, just go search for Ovation, and you'll come up with it on Equestrian Collections.
Right. Or if you just put graffiti just put the word graffiti in the search box, and
it'll come up. Well, great.
And then click on any of them, and you'll go right there.
All right, Helena, you can't order during the show. Wait till after. We need you involved here, okay?
Yeah.
She's over there adding to her cart right now.
I know. That's the temptation, isn't it?
Every time I click on the add to shopping cart button, I have to hit my mute button on my microphone.
That's right.
She's going to be mute the entire time.
All right, the next
I'm going to have her husband calling me and saying, "Why'd you do that gift shop?"
I want to get through these products because I need to keep adding to my shopping cart.
That's right.
All right, what do we have next?
Next, I think it's really hard to find really nice, horsey and educational things for young girls. It's easy to find video games for boys. It's another thing to find something that is delightful, that has the ability for girls to get together, which they love to do, and then also in quiet times by themselves go onto the internet and also have a component of the game there. And so when Bella Sarah came onto the market a couple of years ago, it was an absolute instant hit. Mothers were just wild about it. They can buy these trading cards in packs. Each one has a magical horse on it or a magical pony. So they can trade the cards, so they can get together at school. They swap them in school or after school. And then also, with parents' permission, parents will sign them up on bellasarah.com. They can log in with those magical horses or ponies that they have, and then they can go online and take care of them. And they have to groom them, feed them. It's wonderful.
I just opened the Bella Sarah site, and it has music. We'll have to close that.
We've done this. My daughter and I have done the Bella Sarah cards and the online, the interactive program. It's fabulous, and she loves to take care of her ponies. Yeah, it really is.
It's a very fancy website too.
It's not a sellout. It is educational.
Yes, it is. It teaches caring and responsibility. For kids who are just learning to read, I think it's great because there's things there. There's other games on there that they can play, and there's some wonderful art games as well on there. It's a fabulous site all by itself without the trading card element of it. But that just, I think, adds to it because that brings a more social side. When a group of little girls get together, it's wonderful to hear them as they start and trade. And you can get a portfolio to put all your trading cards in. You can also, there's some wonderful boxes, tins actually, with some of the horses on the outside that are just lovely to put the cards in. So and I think there's puzzles and games as well. We have the entire line up on the site, and we find all year round they're very, very popular, but particularly at Christmas time.
And their packs are $2.99. So,
yes.
And it comes with like 7 cards. I'm seeing here in a pack,
yes.
So they can buy multiple packs and probably get different cards as how that works.
That'd be great stocking stuffers.
Yeah, and actually, this is one of the ones you are going to give away. One of those portfolios you just talked about, and that's to put the cards in, right?
That's to put the cards in, and there's it's like a binder. It's very, very pretty. We usually sell out of those early in the season. So this year we've actually got a lot of them in stock. We brought them in to make sure that we don't disappoint anybody. They're one of our very top sellers right through this Christmas season.
All right, and I wanted to mention to everybody where they can just go to stablescoop.com, and up in the upper right-hand corner is going to be the link to sign up for the giveaway. So that'll be right at stablescoop.com. Oh, you have something coming up that I'm going to add to. You're going to be talking about Breyer horses.
Yes.
Go ahead, but I have something to add to this.
Well, I think we're 3 generations into Breyer horses. And you'd be amazed, adults buy them for themselves. Mothers are buying them for their kids. Grandparents are buying them for their grandkids, and they're just amazing.
And they have everything for these horses, not just the
Yes.
horses anymore. They have blankets and stables and trucks and trailers and everything.
I know. We used to make our own things for them, the blankets and things like that, even the bridles. But now Briar does them all, so there's nothing that you can't have, including the barn and the fences and the courses and the grooming gear. Literally, it's everything.
I'm a little smitten with the fences and the...
I know.
I want to make my own course.
I know. I can't tell you how many years I had to tread over around and vacuum around full courses of this stuff when my kids had them, and I was not allowed to move them. It was something else, and they're kind of now treasured and are waiting for the grandchildren to take them over. So they truly are a gift for a lifetime. They're just wonderful.
So now, a couple years ago, I know they started coming out with the Christmas ornaments.
Yes.
And I think that's what you want to talk about here today, too. And these are not your average Christmas ornaments.
No, and this one in particular, I think it's probably one of the most beautiful ones that they've ever done. It's the Briar Noel Christmas horse, and it's just sheer fantasy. It's all gold and silvers and golds, and she's just the most beautiful horse, and it's fantastic. There's a dove landing on her shoulder, and it's all about delivering peace on Earth in 2008. It's magical. It really is.
And I think they only make these. They make them one a year, and then they don't make them again, right? They become collector's items.
They are, yes. Last year we tried to get them and couldn't even get them. They usually are sold out before they even go into production.
So people should order them soon after they hear this show.
Yeah, we actually got our act together, and we have them actually, at our facility. So I know that they're there. Okay. And I have the giveaway one put aside.
Oh yeah, well we want to mention that you can win one of these, and these are not inexpensive. They're $60 ornaments.
Right. Yeah.
So, but they, next year, the year after, they could be worth $80 or $100 because they do become collector's items, and we're going to be giving one of those away as well.
Yeah. Those,
they are beautiful.
Yeah, these are things that are heirlooms. They'll become heirlooms.
You don't want the cat to be playing with this at the bottom of the tree.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't even know if I'd put mine on the tree.
I don't even think we have this cat that is just a holy terror, and we're not. This first year we've had him, and we're not sure we're even going to be able to do a tree. I don't think the tree would stay up for more than 5 minutes. So we're trying to figure out how we can hang a tree from the ceiling. We're trying to figure that out. We haven't come up with it.
No, because he'll find a way out there. Don't even think about purchasing an ornament that's over $5.
Right.
$60 ornaments, okay?
Yeah, this one you put up on way high, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's great, and that's the Briar Noel Christmas horse for $60.
Yeah.
And now let me add to this. I got something that I'm going to add to the giveaway. I'm going to add to your giveaway that I will send out to them personally. I actually have a Briar Theodore O'Connor that's never been taken out of the box. It's brand new. And with Teddy not making it through the year, I thought it would be a good thing to give away this year. So I'm adding that to the pile of things that we're going to give away. And as I said, he's never been out of the box. It's brand new. So we have a Theodore O'Connor, who for those few people that don't know listening, was a champion event horse ridden by Karen O'Connor and had to be put down this year after an accident at the farm. So
he's a pony. He's a pony.
Yeah.
Pony.
Yeah.
I know. He was one of the most amazing ponies. I think everybody was just, so saddened when that happened. And it was wonderful that Briar had already done a version of him. So
he's definitely a hero.
It's a very popular one.
Yeah, so
for good reason.
We'll be adding that to the collection, and I think he was like 14-1 if I remember right. He was just under pony, but he could jump the biggest jumps. It was amazing to watch him do cross country.
Yeah.
And while we're on event horses, we'll be back right after this event message.
If you're in the market for a horse, visit Aiken, South Carolina this March for the Aiken Event Horse Sale. Expertly run by Sarah Heffron and Craig Thompson, the Aiken Event Horse Sale features horses of all levels in one location. We hope you'll make time on your Monday and Tuesday, March 2nd and 3rd, 2009, to attend 2 great days of horse shopping in the U.S.'s fastest growing horse country. The goal of the sale is to bring together event horse sellers and buyers in one convenient, enjoyable setting. And everyone is welcome. The Aiken Event Horse Sale welcomes your attendance. You can bring a friend, your trainer, your vet. And new for 2009, buyers do not have to register prior to the sale. Just come to the office on the day of the sale, sign in, and start trying horses. Or, as a spectator, just enjoy watching a range of event horses strut their stuff. Admission is free. For more information, visit www.aikeneventhorsesale.com. And we hope you'll join us again. That's March 2nd and 3rd, 2009 at Shadow Lane Farm for the Aiken Event Horse Sale. For the serious rider on a pony, what do we have? It looks pretty good to me.
Well, it is. I asked around and called a few people and said, if you had a dream gift that you could give to your kid who's really into the hunter jumpers, what would it be? And this was the top choice. So, and it's a Rodrigo Pony Legacy saddle. And it's the kind of thing, I guess the number one under the tree is always the pony. But if you've got the pony, then this is probably the next best thing. It's breathtaking. It's a wonderful,
stunning,
saddle.
Beautiful.
Yes, it is.
You can just see the quality in it as well.
Yes. And
so what kind of saddle is it? Is it an all-purpose, or is it a...
No, it's actually a close contact saddle.
Okay.
And it's probably I would say one of the best, one that you're going to see the most out there for the serious riders out doing the circuit or doing, the C-rated hunter jumper shows or the A-rated shows. And it's one of those things too. You buy it and you're going to be passing it down to the other siblings, and then after that, it basically will go on for 20 or 30 years. It's just a great little saddle designed by Rodrigo Pessoa, and it isn't just a kind of a name on a saddle without the person having any kind of idea what that saddle is. He actually designs it. He looks at every single one that leaves the factory, makes sure it's to his specifications, and he changes things occasionally on the styling of it. He's absolutely intimately involved with these saddles. So you're really getting something from probably one of the masters of saddle making in the world right now. So just a wonderful thing to have. And if there's a dream gift other than the pony, then this is probably it.
So what's that run, Chris?
That is our price on our site is $1,619.
Okay.
So it's not inexpensive.
Now this is the ultimate gift here.
It's the ultimate gift, yeah.
Yep.
Ask for an ultimate gift, and I know my kids would have loved it. They did actually have a Pessoa saddle, but not this particular style, because it was a fair while ago. But that did 2 kids and was handed down, and so they're a fair amount of money. But you're probably going to get your money out of them at the other end as well when you sell
right.
it.
They have high resale value.
Yeah.
They're sort of like Steubens that way. They just last forever, and yeah. Now comes in. It looks like it comes in an oak bark color, which is the reddish brownish color, and that's the Rodrigo Pony Legacy XL. And just to clarify, we do not have one of these in the giveaway today.
No.
So I know everybody was waiting for that, going, "Are they going to give one of those away?" But we do have a saddle coming up that we are going to give away. So.
Yes, this is one of the Wintex saddles. It's the kids' collection saddle. And it's that first saddle that you would buy for a kid when you've maybe done a few lessons and want something, but you're not quite sure if they're going to be in it forever, or they're just going to do lessons. They don't own a pony, but you want them to have their own saddle. And so this is a synthetic saddle from Wintec. And the Wintec saddles are the most popular saddle in the world, by none. They have.
And do you remember, Chris, you were in the business as I was back. When they first came out, everybody said, these aren't going to sell. Nobody's going to buy these things.
Well, yeah. Do you remember the colors of those?
Yes. And you know what? My wife, I think, was one of the first to buy a Wintec, and she just fell in love with it. That's what she has to this day. She rides in Wintecs.
Oh, yeah. And people love them. I mean, they used to do them in red.
Do you remember how hard it was to change the gullets when they first came out? People used to bring the saddles into us, and we'd have to change them for them, and it'd take us half an hour.
Right.
And now you can just pop them out, basically.
Yeah. I always have a Wintec on hand. I have to. People have asked to buy it, and I won't give it up.
Oh, they're amazing things. They're comfortable. They're great, especially the kids' saddles, because they're not going to clean them probably. And you don't need to. You can just kind of brush them down, and that's it. You can hose them down even.
Yeah, throw them on the fence and hose them off.
Yeah, we have this saddle, actually. My mother bought it for Grace for Christmas one year. How appropriate. And, we love it because it fits so many different ponies and horses. The billets are long enough. It can get around, an average-sized horse as well. And the grab strap is so perfectly positioned. So it's a great little confidence builder, too.
Yeah, it is. And even if you have that kind of Thelwell pony that's, just really large, this thing just perches right up there and fits beautifully. It's built specifically for ponies, so it has a very wide tree on it. I haven't seen yet a pony that this thing doesn't fit on, so it's a perfect gift.
I told my wife if they made these for adults with that big grab strap, I probably would have rode more.
They probably would if we asked them to.
Big sissy.
We can make this an adult size and call it the horse husband saddle. That's what it could be.
Oh, God, yeah.
And it comes in black, it looks like?
Yes, it just comes in black. Now, yes, the red is gone and the bright blues are gone. We're just into the one classic black. And
it's $160.
$160.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's for kids. It's really out for kids that are starting out because they do have the grab strap there to hold on to.
Yeah.
And we used to call them, I don't know if they still call these lead line saddles.
Yeah.
We used to call them lead line saddles.
Exactly. That's what I would call it as well.
Yeah, so we're going to be giving one of these away in the drawing as well at stablescoop.com. Just check it out. Click the link and sign up. You carry the complete line of Wintecs as well?
Yep. Yes,
okay, so
with all their accessories, their fittings, everything. So always, it's every single piece of it.
I think that's another great pick, and we'll right after in a minute or two here we'll start getting into some adult gift ideas. But right now I have to mention that with the holidays right around the corner, we're talking about gift ideas, and I have another one from our friends at EasySignsOnline.com. They make custom signs, whether it be for your stall plate all the way up to this big huge sign at the end of your driveway. They make all the different types and styles of signs. They're the leader in quality and price for farm signs in the United States now. You can check out their website. They have a whole order process built into their website where you can build your own sign, and then they take your instructions through that order process, and they have their artists actually design a sign based around what you wanted. They put it together for you. They send it back to you for your approval. Once you approve it, they build the sign, and it's out to you 3 days after that. So they're very fast. They're very affordable, and as I said, they're one of the leading farm sign makers in the country today, and they have everything from little tiny signs for your barn inside your stalls, that kind of thing, all the way up to the big farm signs at the end of your lane. So check them out at EasySignsOnline.com. That's the letters EasySignsOnline.com, or you can call them at 800-640-8180. So now we get on to adult stuff. And for this next one, I promised you guys I was just going to be quiet and not make any rude comments. So I'm going to do that now.
Yeah. Yeah, you do that.
He's not going to. I know he's not.
No.
Yeah, I guess it was the same in your tax store when you had it, but men are usually kind of a rare occurrence during the year, as English-style riding, 95% of all the
definitely
customers
women,
we
yes.
have, definitely ladies, even if they're buying for the men in their lives, except for Christmas, when suddenly the men come out of the woodwork, usually at the last minute, wanting something that their wives or their partners would really like. And they often don't know where to start. And, so I thought, well, what can we bring that would be guaranteed? Because that's what they want. It's guaranteed to fit, guaranteed that it's going to be absolutely loved, and just be the perfect gift. So, again, we kind of asked around, and the absolute favorite amongst everybody around our facility are these Piaf. It's a full range, actually, of makeup and skincare. You see them a lot in the magazines, the Hollywood being kind of things. Various stars loving and liking, especially the Pure Indulgence moisturizer, which is something that I use every day. I think 90% of everyone that works for me uses every day. It's not tested on animals. Makes your skin it's amazing. It's light. It makes your skin just glow. And so that was what was voted as you give it to your wife, to your partner, they're going to absolutely love it.
It's perfect for women who spend a lot of time outside and in dusty arenas and dry locations. This is get that skin moisturized. It's nice. And does it smell good?
That doesn't smell very much. It's great for very sensitive skin.
Okay.
You just need a tiny little bit of it. And one of the reasons that we have it is it's actually the whole line is designed by a dressage rider. And as she said, she's been riding horses all her life out on the West Coast in the sun, and she suddenly realized, not just riders, other people who do sports too. We're out in the sun, we're toasting our skin, we're not taking care of ourselves, and then suddenly you wake up in the morning and you look and go, oh my goodness, I should be doing better. So she wanted to bring to a whole line of skincare and also a makeup line that was made from very, very natural ingredients that was not tested on animals, that really made you look very natural, kept you looking natural, but also protected your skin from the sun. And we carry the entire line on the site, and this is one of the best-selling pieces of that line.
And that's the Pure Indulgence moisturizer.
Yes, and it is a Pure Indulgence. It comes in a glass bottle, which is rare. So you kind of feel every day or so you're special. You get it out and you use a little bit, and you go, this is really nice.
All right, I couldn't shut up through the whole thing. I just can't do it because I just can't do it. But I wanted to say, if guys want to get brownie points, these also are not inexpensive. This bottle's like $46, and I would venture to say that almost every horsewoman knows what these cost. So if you want to get some,
lasts a long time though, 6 months.
Yeah,
but what I'm going to say, right? No, it does last a while. But guys could make brownie points by buying this.
Yes.
For their spouses or girlfriends because they'll know how much you put out for them.
Yes, yes. The whole thing kind of reeks of the quality that it is, and you only have to use it once, and you're hooked forever, I would say.
And just for our listeners and your customers today, I'm going to sound like Ron Popeil here. Just for your listeners and our customers, you're going to give away one of the body cream of the Piaf line.
Yes, and this is the one that gets written up all the time in the magazines as being, this star or that star's most favorite body cream they've ever used. And so I read all of this. I read all the press releases when we were looking at taking the line on, And I thought, yeah, right. And got some, well, better try it. So I did. I have 3 sets of it now. It comes in 3 gorgeous fragrances. I have 1 of each, and it's just, it is amazing. It's lovely. It makes your skin feel just like silk, and I have sensitive skin, and I can use it, never have to worry about it. That's my personal favorite. So I figured if we were going to give away something, this would be the one thing that for a man, if it's guaranteed, it comes with my guarantee that they can't go wrong with it. It's wonderful. Again, it comes in a nice glass jar, so you really feel as though you have something special, and it lasts a long time as well. And I'm certain that every day that whoever gets it, uses it, they're going to be thinking, this was just a fantastic gift. It has a horse on the front. It's the dressage horse is right on the front of it, so you feel horsey.
Well, and they are expensive-looking bottles. So
the Piaf products have been featured in. I'll just give you a few of the names of these magazines, which is no easy task. Elle Magazine, which is a big one. Life and Style, Us Weekly, Teen Vogue, OK Beauty. These are Town and Country. And Oprah Magazine.
Yeah.
So this would be a great gift for your teenage daughter as well, older teenage daughter.
Yeah, if you're a dad shopping for your teenage daughter,
because we also have no idea what to get them in addition to our wives. So.
Right, exactly. And again, you can't go wrong with something like that. So
they can just go to your website and put in PIAFFE in the search, and they'll find it. Or check our show notes at stablescoop.com, and also they can register to win that as well.
Yes, they can.
And I'll tell you what, the next one you have on your list was something that my wife does have a fetish for. She has an obsession for pocketbooks. We go in, I don't care what store, whether it's a fancy store or Walmart, she's over in the pocketbook section, and you can count on her being in there for 10 minutes.
Yeah. And if you want an equestrian style one, there's a fair amount of them around, but some of them, I won't say they're quite tacky, but they're heading that way. This is one that I think just screams amazing taste. If you see it, it comes in black.
We'll clarify before you describe it. It's not the one with the little saddle on the top.
No. No, it isn't. But it's one of these things that you buy it, and no matter if you wear it with when you're wearing your jeans, or if you're going to go out to the theater, it doesn't really matter. It goes anywhere with you.
And what's it called?
It's called the Lilo Connie Leather Saddlebag Handbag.
Okay. It comes in a couple of colors. It comes in like black and tan from what I'm seeing here. Yeah,
it does. It comes in the classic equestrian
and it doesn't
color.
look too big and bulky.
No, it isn't, and the finishing on it is wonderful. Lilo is they import most of their handbags, and there's a huge array of them that we carry from Spain. So it's top quality. The leather's always really, really soft. It's gorgeous. Again, it will last an awful long time. And actually, for the price of it, it's much less than some of the ones when you go into the mall and buy some of the designer brands in the mall. This is a lot less, and the quality is way beyond anything.
And leather is something that, boy, if you can tell the difference between the crap and the good stuff.
Yes.
It just, you can just tell. And this one actually also has a magnetic closure, an inner zip pocket, a cell phone holder, and a separate key and coin purse. So it has the whole line there. Yes,
it does. It's beautiful, and as it ages, it actually gets softer and nicer. It's like a piece of tack. You have it, you take care of it, and it just gets better and better.
It's very classic. It's very sophisticated, and I have to say something about the magnet closure. I love magnet closure pocketbooks. Mm-hmm. They're so easy to open. They stay closed when they need to, but you can just reach down with one hand, one finger, and flip it open. So it looks good. It's convenient. I mean, you could dress it up, dress it down. I definitely think it's worth the value. It's at what is it, 100 and 169?
169, yeah.
169.
All right, the only problem I have with it is how, Helena, we'll have to discuss this after the show, how am I going to edit out this particular items in my wife's version that she listens to? So
You're just going to have to get it for her.
Yeah, I guess. There we go. Now
Can you
I'm
get me
spending
one,
money.
too, while you're at it? I need to.
Yeah, so that was nice. And if that's too classic for you, then there's some beautiful, beautiful ones in gorgeous pastel colors. I mean, it's if you like purses and look at the Lilo collection, it just blows your mind. And you're not going to bump into somebody at the mall with the same purse that you have. They do bring limited numbers in, and you don't see them again. So
Great. What do we have up next?
Yeah, let's get some stuff in here for the horse. What do we get our horse?
Well, top selling. It was really interesting to see last year. There was a new company came along called Moxie, which I thought was a great name anyway. What they did was they didn't have very many products, but what they did was they brought in a quarter sheet, exercise sheet that was made of the very soft, almost it was a suede-like product with fleece on the inside of it, and they brought it in like a brown and a beautiful green, and a beautiful blue. And then at the same time, they brought in a hanging around the barn jacket for Mom. So there you have it. You had the
And
rider.
are they also the same kind of leathery?
Identical, yes.
Yeah, they look nice.
And they're cozy, and they look wonderful. And what we found was that the people either bought the jacket for themselves, or the husband bought it, or somebody bought it for them, and then they bought the equivalent, I guess, the extra sheet for their horse. And we saw hundreds of these things going through last year, and they are just gorgeous.
Yeah, this has to be the classiest exercise sheet I've ever seen.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
I know.
This is not your typical waffle weave.
You know your horse is warm in it. You just feel good.
And it's only $64. It's a really good price for what it is.
That means you can get the jacket too.
Yeah, and that's only $78, which for a leather suede jacket like this is not bad at all.
And the colors are gorgeous. Those are, I would call those jewel tone colors.
You probably like the sort of reddy one, don't you?
I like them all.
Do you?
I do like red. Ruby's red, yeah.
Yeah, I thought
the
so.
Green one, I think the red and the green one were the ones that we saw the most of.
And they're very holiday colors right there, red and green.
Yeah, and the blue is pretty.
Colors.
Yeah.
And they actually matched the horse and their jacket usually went together. So both Mom and the horse had the same.
Well, it's the same as the kids then. We can get the kids with matching outfits and the mom with matching outfits here.
Yeah. And
calling all husbands.
Yeah.
Calling husbands.
It's the husbands that should be listening to this show.
If you're please listening to this show.
And the next thing that you have up, and we wanted to mention, if they want to search for that, it's they could just put in Moxie, M-O-X-I-E,
right,
and that would pull it up. And Moxie actually also used to be a soft drink, but that's probably going back way before your time there, Helena.
Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it used to be one of the first soft drinks in the 50s was called Moxie.
Yeah.
It was actually made in Massachusetts.
Oh.
Yep. There you go. Now you learned something.
I wasn't even a New Yorker, and I wasn't even a gleam in my parents' eye.
No, you weren't. She's a young whippersnapper. And next we have and when these first started to come out, they were also very popular for us, too.
Yes.
The grooming wipes.
The Moxie?
No, the moss.
No, the moss-soothing lavender grooming wipes.
Oh, really? Yes.
Yes.
That's the next thing, yes.
Yes.
Sorry, Chris, we've moved on.
I moved on already.
You have to get used to Glenn's ADHD
Jumping
style.
around, right? The small things that Moss brought in, people just love it. Some of it's for the rider, some of it's for the horse, and we thought, maybe the rider things are going to be really popular, but the number one of them all is this one, and it's the soothing lavender grooming wipes. And we
use these on our dog, and
yes,
it works so well. I mean, it smells so good.
Doesn't it? I was amazed. I had to buy some just to try and, check it out. And why are so many people really enjoying this and rebuying it? And so I took one out and sniffed it, put it on my dog actually, and it's like, oh wow, this is just lovely, and it does have a really calming, soothing effect on them. And I think that, and then we have some grooming, the bit wipes. Those two really took me by surprise, I have to say. But what we saw last year, that people bought them as barn gifts. So that when they were doing gift exchanges in their barns, lots of people, got the rider spray and the lovely perfumes, and then this for the horse, and often the bit wipes, things like that for the horses as well.
All right,
So,
great. And that's actually, if they just search for Moss, M-O-S-S, they'll come up with that. And that was $11, so that's a good stocking stuffer. All right, Chris, what have you got for the guys?
Well,
what can I use?
There are some, actually, they fall into two slots, the men. They either ride, which is few and far between, it seems, or they pay for it. And for the pay for it,
that'd be my job.
That's right. My husband always says it's my job to pay for it. For them, it's a big thank you.
Oh, I've cleaned a few stalls too, I gotta admit.
For paying for it and for putting up with us doing what we love to do. I think probably one of the nicest things is the Ariat Men's Creekside reversible vest. It's just a lovely vest. Comes in two different colors, and it's reversible. One's a blue tone, one's a brown. You can put nice shirts on underneath it. You can put a turtleneck underneath it. Looks great. You can wear it out for anything, basically.
Yeah, and I actually do have one of these, and I really like it. I really liked it when I was actually helping in the barn.
Yeah.
Is because your vests were always better than coats because you're cleaning stalls and stuff. So this one's very nice, and it's pretty inexpensive. It's only like $44. So
yes.
And it has a fleece lining.
Yeah.
And mine I've had it for a couple of years, so I know it lasts a while.
Yeah, they do, and it's Ariat quality, so this is going to wash. This is going to always look good, and it's got this little bit, the little touches that kind of tell you it's Ariat. It's just fabulous.
You can throw it in the wash, you said, Chris?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I've washed mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a water-resistant coating. I wouldn't say it's waterproof. I love it when they come out with vests and they say they're waterproof. What about your arms?
What about your arms, right?
Yeah, what happened to that? So I don't know that you can call a vest waterproof, but it is water-resistant. I wouldn't wear it in the pouring down rain. You'll get wet.
No.
But it'll keep horse snot from soaking into your...
It'll keep the horse snot off. That's right. That's right. And we also have one of those that people can sign up and win one for their spouse.
Yes.
So that's
horse
great.
Snot?
The horse snot, yeah, that's it.
A jar of horse snot.
And Ariat, now, I'll tell you what, when they first came out with clothing, I don't know about you, but we all laughed and said, stick with shoes.
I know.
And now they have one of the best lines of clothing out there.
Well, when you do something
the largest lines of clothing out there, actually. It's,
when they first came out with their breeches and stuff, it wasn't a big hit, and then they started improving them, and they made them better, and now they truly do have a good line of clothing.
They do. And do you remember when they first came out with their boots, and everyone said no one's going to wear those boots?
That's true. That is true, and that's before Helena's time too.
All right, enough before my time.
All right, now I have to bring something up here, and we're going to have to wrap up the show. There are several more things that you recommended that will be in the show notes at stablesoup.com, or they can just go to Equestrian Collections, and there's going to be a link on your page to the show and all these items. We just don't have time to mention them all on the show here, but there's one of the truly geekiest thing I've ever seen on a TAC website is called the Trackman wide-angle driving glasses. That, I gotta say, that's one of the, I don't even know if geeky, maybe dorky. Dorky is a good word for this.
You're not going to make friends that way.
I know. I'm probably not making friends with the driving people, but I'll tell you what, these are, and they actually have lenses. You can replace the lenses with different colors and different shades and stuff. Yeah. And the ear things, I think, even come out. They wrap around your ear. You get the wraparound kind or the other. This is just geeky. I mean, it's just one of the...
And we do sell them. So
do you?
What can I say? Oh, yes.
All right. I highly recommend that unless your husband is a true driver, do not buy him these for Christmas. Because
maybe not one I would give.
No, this won't win brownie points. I hate to cut up one of your products, but this one's not going to win brownie points with the husbands.
Well, wait a minute. I never being one to, to put down any kind of horse product. These would be good to keep the wind out of your eyes if you're maybe galloping cross country. It's the winter.
So would a paper bag with holes in it.
Through the snow. Fine.
Sorry, guys. This one's geeky.
All right.
Good gag gift.
Yes. And I also want you to check out. You have a fairly new line of watches called the CCI Equinox watches. Yep. Finally, Tempe is out. I got so sick of seeing Tempe watches the whole time I was in the tack business. And these are actually much nicer than the Tempes, and they have many different designs, and they can just search for watches on your site, and they'll find them.
They will find all of them, yes.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with these.
Watches, yeah.
Yeah, these are much better than the other. For years, we have not had good watches in the horse business.
Right.
So that's great. Now you have tons more stuff on your website, and the website's very well done. They can go to equestriancollections.com and check it all out under the gift section or any of the other sections in there. And your turnaround's very fast.
Yes, I would say, depending on what it is, a couple of days to just over a week, I would say. Okay,
and you can pay with all the usual methods?
Yeah, you can actually. As from tomorrow, you're going to be able to buy now, pay later through PayPal. So a new thing we have, trying to make it easy for everybody for the holidays. So we're just introducing that, and I'll be on our site tomorrow.
And the ultimate gift certificates.
Yes.
You have those available, don't you?
Absolutely do, yeah.
And you can buy those online?
Yes, you can.
Excellent.
Yes. You can buy those online. So if you're really stumped, don't know which of the 7,000 individual products, and I think it's close on 100,000 different combinations that we have in sizes and colors and all of that. If you can't make your mind up, then a gift certificate is great.
All right, and we want everybody to make sure they sign up to win all the great prizes that Chris has generously offered. And you can go to stablescoop.com in the upper right corner. You'll see the link there. Rods is also giving away some stuff, and there's two separate links. You'd have to sign up both times for both things. Be sure to listen to the other episode 15 of that's the Rods Western Gift episode. And also, next week, we will not have a show, as we're doing two this week, but we'll be back on Thanksgiving week with another show for you. You can find our show notes at stablescoop.com. Also, you can send us feedback or call us and leave a voicemail at 270-803-0025 or email us at geeks, Geeks, at horseradionetwork.com.
Great, and thank you, Chris Duggan from Equestrian Collections, for joining us as co-host today. It was a pleasure to have you.
Well, thank you. It was absolutely wonderful being here. It was just great. And now
thanks for putting up with me too, Chris.
Christmas shopping already.
Well, thanks for putting up with me, and Helena, we'll see you next week. Actually, in 2 weeks.
But, whether it's one or two, we'll be here with the scoop.